So the Olympics have banned Black Lives Matter movement of any demonstration or apparel in the upcoming Olympics in Tokyo in July of 2021. Of course, the Olympics was banned last year because of the COVID-19. And it goes on and says the IOC, which is the International Olympic Committee, says no Black Lives Matter apparel or any expression. In July in Tokyo, Rule 50 has forbidden anything dealing with political, religion, or racial demonstrations. They interviewed 3,500 athletes and also 185 people in the Olympic Committee. Over 70% says it is not appropriate to express or demonstrate these types of ideologies. And it also states that if these athletes do this, these athletes could be punished for their social protest. We all know that back in 1968 in Mexico, two black men on the track and field protest with the fist in the air back in Mexico of the Olympics in 1968. So how I feel about it is simple. I agree with them. The Black Lives Matter movement is nothing but a political movement. People say it's not. Bullshit. Any political party that generates money for one side of a political spectrum of the Democratic Party, which literally helped Joe Biden get elected, that is a political group. And Black Lives Matter is a political group, which, like I stated, when you talk about Black Lives Matter, it really does not generate or help the common man, the common black man. It actually helps those who help fund it and the political group that reaps the benefit of it, and that is the Democratic Party. Basically, in so many words, Japan or Tokyo or the IOC is doing something that United States is afraid to do. Shut them up and keep them out. You see, United States of America, they bow down in cowardness to political statements and groups like this. They do. They always have. And this is no exception. So when these folks do these things, the IOC, Japan, Tokyo, you know what that tells me? That tells me majority of people all around the world literally has the same views of how they see certain things that's going on in America. It's like you just free willy say things and do things with no accurate or proof. You're not going to hear this from anybody else, and I'm going to tell you why. A lot of people are afraid, and especially a guy like me who is a so-called black man. I only speak of what I see and what's really going on. And other folks all over the globe, they actually see the same thing. It's just that you don't really hear about it because that is a mess that United States of America has to clean up. And United States do not want to clean that mess up. They rather just let them protest, and those who are the elites, which are the Caucasians, they benefit off of these chaos. They benefit off of these political moves as of the Democratic Party. They get money off of this. So it's not a surprise to me. But like I stated, Black Lives Matter movement has not helped me at all. Has not put any money in my pockets. Has not stopped. I have not seen any laws or rules or regulations or bills or a law passed to stop quote unquote police brutality. Hadn't seen it yet. We've been talking about police brutality since the movie Cornbread Earl and Me back in 1972. We've been talking about the same shit for umpteenth years. So it takes other countries like Japan and committees like the IOC to say, no, you're not bringing that here. We're not bringing that here. They see these athletes speak about these Black Lives Matter movements and them taking a knee and raising a fist. They see the network money. Networks like ESPN losing ratings. ABC, NBA, ABC, and TNT, who show these NBA games, they see the ratings going down. They see these things. So it's not a surprise to me that this is what they're doing. They're actually beating America to the punch in situations that America should have stopped a long time ago. Well, that's a freedom of expression. That's going against you have a freedom of expression. Absolutely. We all do. But at some point, at some term, this is their policy. This is their rules. See, we allow people just to free willy just go into the streets, protest, demonstrate, tear up property, set things on fire. Some protests they claim, quote unquote, has been peaceful, and some have not. But the bottom line is the IOC laid the smackdown and said, no, you're not bringing no Black Lives Matter shit up in here. You come here to compete for 3 medals: gold, silver, and bronze. And you are not going to hurt our ratings with this political stuff. They understand that. NBA doesn't understand that. United States does not understand that. So the IOC, Japan, and Tokyo is doing something that America should have done a long time ago. But like I stated, the majority of in the majority rulership in America, which is the Caucasians, they're afraid to stop anything now. They're just oppressed people. This is a bunch of crap. And it's always the woman, the Caucasian woman, them Birkenstock ladies, I like to call them, always speaking out for black folks and their quote unquote issues. But when you ask for a solution, they have none. It's just that simple. I just look at it like this: the IOC in Japan and Tokyo just doing something that America is afraid to do. Shut them up. We're not doing that here. You're not doing that shit here. Key word I said was SHIT. The Democratic Party made money off of it. Thank you. Other political opponents have made money off of it. Thank you. But when it comes to the common man that you claim that you're speaking for, It has not helped anything at all. No policies, no bills, no laws in play to stop quote unquote police brutality. So I tip my hat off to Japan, the IOC, and Tokyo. And I'm a black man. Because it doesn't really do anything for the common black man in this society. Because police shooting still happens. It still keeps going. Right now we're just waiting on the next one. It will happen in a few minutes. Quote unquote. Because it's coming. And they understand the ratings. They understand the numbers. They understand how numbers work. They understand what ratings mean. Certain things like this is not going to help. And people all over the world see United States as the poorest, richest country in the world. And the reason why is because of stuff like this. These different ideologies that America is putting in front of people. You're putting the women in front of the men. You keep pushing globalist ideologies and allowing people to say that every damn thing is racist in this country and keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it into people's programs that people just want to sit back and enjoy and watch, and they can't watch it because you pushing that shit upon to the people. Not everybody wants to see that. Some people just want to see you play basketball. Nobody wants to see you take a knee and put on them silly ass shirts. But of course, white people don't say nothing. They allow these things to continue. They just say, well, black people are so oppressed in this country. They're being shot and killed because they're black. I stand with you. Okay, so what's next? I don't know, but I stand with you. Okay, any bills or laws being passed? I don't know, but I stand with you. That's all you're going to get. In the IOC, in Tokyo, in Japan's like, nah, you ain't messing up our money. Now, you can say peace and solidarity and all that kind of stuff. You can say all that, but you ain't bringing no BLM in here. And guess what? I agree with them.